Hey guys, George here. So, on this discussion, I'm going to give a couple of things that piece my mind. For one, Fortnite. Now, as I've said before, this ain't really the type of game if you like solo play. This is more something you would play with friends. So, I've recently started a story, and based on what I can say, without spoiling, I like the story. It's a vast, unique concept. It's actually quite creative. But like the multiplayer, without friends, you have to rely on strangers. And to argue with a streetcar named Desire, you can't always rely on the kindness of strangers. Ottawa Comic Con's this weekend, and I'm still excited for it. It's going to be one that it's been something I've been looking forward to in a bit, so that's always a good thing. Can't believe I will actually get to meet Steve Cardenas, Jason David Frank, and Steve Blum. I'm going to give a bit of information on those three, because those are the three I know the best. Steve Blum, you probably know better by his voice acting in anime and other shows. Wolverine and the X-Men, he voiced Logan. And if you're an anime fan, Bebop. Specifically, Spike Spiegel. I'm actually excited that he's going to be there. That is actually a huge thing for me because I grew up on Bebop. In my opinion, it's one of the first animes I ever watched. So it actually means a lot to me. Steve Cardenas, the second White MMPR Ranger, the first Blue Zeo Ranger, well, the Blue Zeo Ranger. And also a very talented martial artist with his own dojo. Based on what I've been able to research, he is quite unique in his fighting style. It might be a generic fighting style because most people study it, but if you put enough time into one thing, no matter how much time, what it is, you will get good at something after a bit. Jason David Frank, Green Ranger, White Ranger, Red Zeo, Red Turbo, Black Dino Thunder. He is considered the greatest Ranger of all time. And he's also an amateur MMA fighter, and to my knowledge, I don't know if this has been changed yet, but he is the Guinness Book of World Record holder for most sports broken while skydiving. Which is honestly pretty cool if you ask me. A couple of things I honestly want to say is, well, I'm changing the topic here. Now I'm going to be talking about games that are coming out and games that I wish would have features in them that are as well coming out. Let's start with Conan Exiles. Now, based on what I've gathered, Conan Exiles comes out this month, and it's supposed to be a open world RPG with fort building. Now, if I understand correctly, that should be a good description on its own. What I'm hoping is there's an item trade system, a guild system, and at least a couple of ways. I hope the leveling system is normal and generic so people can get into it, as well as I hope the fact that you can upgrade customized weapons in yourself. I don't know what types of fighting style there is, but I hope there's also like a duel mode where you can fight your friends, like they had in Borderlands, as well as a couple other things. New Gundam Breakers is another game coming out. Now, I know if you pre-order a game, you should get 1/44 scale, I believe, size model. I might be wrong on the sizing. Of, I believe, Gundam Age 2. I might be wrong. Now that's going for $89. That's a lot for a 1/44 scale. That means it's hoping that it sells a lot if they're going to put something like that on. I hope New Gundam Breakers has an English dub. I hope it has a story mode, and I hope it has a easier combo system than Gundam Versus. As I've said in the past, I honestly loved the Dynasty Warriors games, and I hope they go back to a similar combo system. Now, from what I heard about Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Strikers, it's seeming like a real letdown, which honestly I don't blame. I don't know much about it, so I can't really say much. Because the customization is a little later than that type of a franchise. Let's see. Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is going to be coming out in October. Now, I don't... From what I've heard, there's not going to be a generic story mode. But apparently there's supposed to be a Battle Royale mode. So it's taking stuff from PUBG and Fortnite, which can be a detriment to it. The Black Ops franchise specialized on the story mode aspect. So I don't know if it's going to be a detriment or a blessing. Let's see, what else? I've been watching a couple of animes this year, and I would have to say, as of right now, my favorite would be season 3 of Boku no Hero Academia, or My Hero Academia. The current opening is actually one that's quite unique, because the opening can be analyzed different ways with different results. Music is a change from its rock hard beat to its more vibrant feel. And I would also have to say, from what I've seen, I like. I don't really have a good way to watch it, so there's that. Another series I've watched to completion, well, up to date, is Fate Apocrypha. It's a nice change on the Fate franchise. It's actually a quite unique aspect that you don't see anymore. It's honestly very interesting. Season 1 was a great start to finish fun trail, but Season 2 started off slow and they picked up. Season 2 honestly dropped the ball in the first 5 episodes, but they picked it back up, so it's not that bad. And as everyone knows, One Piece is still ongoing. As I told one of my friends, if you get into that show now, it's too late to watch to completion, because that show won't end. It's like a cockroach or a parasite, or Betty White. Now, from what I've heard, I honestly do hope that when this new Bleach game comes out, that's honestly a good one, because Soul Resurrection was okay, but it could have done so much better. What am I expecting to get at Comic-Con? I'm expecting to get my Spike Spiegel pop vinyl signed by Steve Bloom. That should be cool. And I'm planning on picking up a couple of things. Now, if anyone can tell me how I can send video from one computer to another without having to put on a flash drive, that would be amazing, because that was the biggest problem with making videos. as you recall, Xenoverse 2 had that opening segment. But the problem is to get to that person when I did go to him. I should phrase better. When I went to him with that one, I actually had to go see him, which I don't mind, but it puts a hindrance because of other plans. If anyone knows how I can send information from a Linux to a Windows, please let me know. Another thing. This is a message to a friend, but I will not say his name for privacy reasons. I am sorry that I have not been able to play WoW. Apparently, the Wine program requires Linux Mint, and the person that's been building my computer keeps dodging a question when I ask. Honestly, I don't know how I should phrase it to him, but I will get well working one of these days. I promise you that. I honestly do promise you that. Now, because of laws changing terrain, I haven't seen the new layout, so I can't establish my opinions on that either. So, that could affect my opinion of the game. Honestly, though, we haven't been there in such time, and it's not exactly easy for everyone to just put down everything and just go. Most of my friends work, one of my friends is in school, and one's dealing with a life now, unlike me. He has responsibilities that I cannot understand, and it's perfectly fine. At one point, I felt like there was a big draw, a distance between us, but now I can understand it. I understand that life changes and we can't always agree with the change, but we gotta do our best to deal with it and move on. Sorry, that went a little emotional there. I'm going to be giving an opinion when they come out with a new ban list for Yu-Gi-Oh! So I can give my opinion on that and see what I honestly find. As of right now, I only have one request. Free Stratos. That's all I want. Every other element has at least 2 monsters for the attribute, but Win is stuck with Avion, and Avion is good, but a vanilla level 3 Wind Warrior with 1000 attack defense spread, kind of situational. My advice when releasing Stratos would be to change the effect or make it a once per turn, a hard once per turn. Give it something like that. Set up a discard requirement so when people play it, they actually have to discard. Give it a cost or something. Now, because of the new Megaton coming out, I don't know what to expect from this new Neos fusion. For those of you who don't know, heroes are one of my favorite archetypes. I like Cyber Dragons and heroes. I'm also a big fan of the Blue Eyes archetype and the Red Eyes archetype. But heroes are what actually speak to me, honestly. The versatility was quite unique, and it was the first main character with an archetype that was the protagonist. Which honestly brings up something I've been wanting to say for a bit. Why is it most protagonists usually get a dragon for the ace monster? Yugi started with the Dark Magician, a level 7 Dark spellcaster with 2500 attack, 2100 defense. Jaden, if you follow the manga, had Elemental Hero Terra Firma, a level 7 Earth fusion monster of Woodsman and Ocean, with 2500 attack and I believe 2000 defense. For the anime from Season 2 onwards, Jaden got Elemental Hill Neos, a level 7 vanilla, light, I believe, 2500 attack, 2000 defense. 5Ds went to Stardust Dragon, the first dragon starter monster, with 2500 attack, 2000 defense, win, level 8 synchro monster. Okay, it's a nice touch. And here we start the repetition. Because Zexal went to a wing 4, I want to say Light Warrior. Why Warrior? Why not make number 39 Utopia something like a Fiend or a Fairy or something? Represent the other attributes. As you will know, this becomes a routine. Because in Arc 5, Yuya gets Odd Eyes Dragon. Or Odd Eyes Pendulum, whatever variation of the Odd Eyes monster. The main monster is a level 7 dark or attribute changes as well. Dragon, 2500 attack, 2000 defense, with a pendulum effect. And now in Brains, most people, if you're following the pattern, would say Firewall Dragon, which I believe is a link 3, 2500 attack, 2000 defense, and it's the only limited card on the Forbidden ban list that right now is a protagonist ace. Some people are referring to Decode Talker as the ace monster because it came out first. But like Junk Warrior in 5Ds, it's just a different monster that the ace can pull out. So, what I want to know is, why aren't we getting other types? Give us a protagonist that gets a machine ace monster, or because Cybers is still a new watch type, new typing. Give us a Cybers ace monster, or Fiend, anything like that. Honestly, I don't know what's going on. Another thing I honestly wish is that they would reformat the game again to make it a little easier. Not everyone plays singles. Some people play duos, battle royales, 4v4s. I mean, free fall. So, and the link board is kind of confusing in that aspect. Honestly, as I've said before, I hope they don't add anything to the ban list, and I hope they just work on what they have. Honestly, some of the cards can be easily fixed. For example, Victory Dragon. The only reason it's on the ban list is because it's a promo card. The match prize. It's not allowed in tournaments because of its effect. If this card attacks and drops your opponent's life point to 0, you win the match. Not the duel, the match. So if you're playing best of 3, you win without playing 2 or 3. They can honestly just slap a cannot be used in game mark on it and boom. That would be fine. I've already talked about Stratos, and honestly, some cards should be taken out the ban list right now because I don't think they're going to be a problem. Sorry that this is somewhat of a pod video in my sense warning. A couple of things I wish to discuss would be Injustice might have a small problem coming up because the person I'm going to be playing against, well, there's a lot of lag on online play apparently, which doesn't affect the solo aspect, but single player, well, I can get most of my information from. No, I haven't seen the new Batman movie. And no, I haven't seen the Infinity War, and I honestly don't care about watching that. With that being said, thank you for listening. Hopefully, I can get to work on Injustice soon. I'm just waiting for my flash drive to get back and then plan on sending that other ways. I appreciate all the people that watch. Have a nice day, everyone. Take care.